Hi guys! So in this video, I would like to share a few things that you might find to be useful if you're looking to find the best holiday present for the resident in your life. Hi, I'm Dr. Shah and I'm a rural family medicine resident. On this channel, I share the realities of what it's like to be a rural family medicine resident and the strategies that I learned along the way. So if you enjoy that, just keep watching. So let's just get right into it. So this video could honestly easily just be renamed to all the things that you could buy Dr. Shah for the holidays. But I think that they're pretty broad and very applicable. Okay, so the first thing is a Starbucks gift card or a gift card to any coffee shop. I feel that a lot of residents, they love coffee. We need our caffeine fix. It's kind of a problem, but it's very useful. And being a resident, quite honestly, you don't have that much money because you don't get paid tons and tons. You're working tons and tons of hours and you have all these loans to pay off, and good coffee is expensive. So honestly, it would be fantastic to get the resident that you love a Starbucks gift card. That's honestly amazing. I would love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw that out there. The second thing that I would say is some sort of subscription service to meals. Like, I know that they have like HelloFresh and they have like Blue Apron. I don't know, totally not sponsored by the way, but yeah, like they have those subscription services for meals, and I think that they would be really useful to have because you're working so many hours and you are so exhausted. Like, I am not embarrassed to admit that there were like a couple of nights where I just had milk and cereal and then I went to sleep because I was literally so exhausted and my husband wasn't there to feed me. I didn't have any food around the house. I literally just had milk and cereal and fell asleep. So I would really recommend that meal-related, food-related subscription service so you can make sure that they are eating properly and regularly. So yeah, that's a good one. Speaking of food, cooked meals. Cooked meals are great. I would say that's one of my favorite things that anybody could do for me is bring me food. So whether it's a subscription service or some sort of like cooked meal somehow situation, fantastic. So the next thing, cleaning service. It's no surprise that we're working really long hours, especially when you're on blocks like inpatient and ICU, or if you're working night shift. Like our night shifts are at minimum 14 hours. Typically they do end up being longer, but that's a lot of hours, and you are so exhausted, and inevitably, you know, you don't have time to clean. Well, you may have time to clean, but you're just too exhausted and you're like, you know what, I just want to relax or unwind. If you were to get that resident in your life, some sort of maid service or some sort of like housekeeping service, and assist with the cleaning aspect of it, I think it just like changes the entire environment in their home and just makes the coming home to be like even better than it already is. So, and it's usually pretty expensive, and it's not typically like a luxury that we can usually just like splurge on ourselves. So it's nice to have it. Yeah, consider that. Okay, the next thing that I would say is scrubs. I think there's some debate about like what the point of this is, right? I mean, the purpose of having hospital scrubs is because you're supposed to wear clothes, go to the hospital, wear the hospital scrub, change out of those scrubs, and then wear your regular clothes and leave. So that is just to avoid germs leaving, coming into the hospital. I mean, now with Figs and Janu and all these different scrub companies, they kind of make up for what the traditional hospital scrubs lacked, which was just comfortability, like fit. You just didn't feel great about, what you were wearing. It's something that is integral to how you perform as a doctor, but it just makes you feel better, because we're still human too. So what I was going to suggest is that get some sort of premium luxury scrubs for the resident in your life, because they are very expensive, especially like Figs or Janu or something. Those are really expensive. So it would be nice if you would like, you could just get them a pair of scrubs, and it's pretty cool because you can get like their names monogrammed on it. So yeah, so right now I'm wearing Janu. These are Janu, pretty comfortable. But yeah, I'm going to do a video on like the different scrubs that I've gotten and what I think about them. So actually there's this other influencer called Poor Beauty, and she started her own scrub brand, which is so freaking cool of her to do, called Code Next. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll make a video on like her scrubs versus the traditional scrubs that I think most healthcare workers have now been using, which is like Figs and Janu. Like I'm talking about the luxury scrubs. Okay, let's see. But yeah, you can definitely consider that as an option. The next thing is a hospital jacket. I would definitely think that getting a hospital jacket is like one of the best things that you can get someone. So actually before I started residency, one of my best friends, she actually got me this jacket, and it has my name on it and like my residency program, and it has so many pockets, and it was one of the sweetest gifts ever because it is so useful. I wear it all the time. For those of you who are not really in the hospital regularly, I think there's been a little bit of a shift and a little bit of a deviation from the traditional white coat look that doctors had. I think now people tend to wear more like North Face or Patagonia or any like some sort of like jacket, because the hospital is so cold that it's way more comfortable and to have like light jacket on over your scrubs than to not, right? Or just to have a white coat. It's just not as comfortable. Yeah, just get like a light jacket, and you can definitely like get it engraved. So yeah, that'd be great. And on that note of being cold, you can get them underscrubs. So underscrubs are pretty much just like these thin, long sleeved tops that you wear underneath your scrubs, and they're really cool because whatever material that they make it out of, I'm not exactly sure what it is, maybe cotton. It's light enough that if you're hot, you don't really start to sweat, but it's kind of cool because it also keeps you warm. So that's another alternative, because sometimes you can't wear those jackets, so it's nice to have. Last but not least, and I promise I'm not getting any sponsorship for this, but I would recommend a stethoscope case. I know I made a video on it earlier as one of my favorite things, but I genuinely believe that it is amazing. I am obsessed with mine, and I would highly recommend everybody have one. So those are some ideas about holiday presents that you can get for the resident in your life. Honestly, I think the holidays are just for this love and affection, so you can just give them that, and that should be fine too. But if you are looking for something that's a little bit more tangible and something that you can give to make their life a little bit more easy, then those are some good options. So I really hope you liked that video, and see you in the next one.